guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a review slash like first impression all day kind of thing on the new Christian Dior Star Fluid Studio Makeup Foundation, which looks like this. I got it in the color 040 Honey Beige. The packaging is just regular box packaging, and a glass bottle holds 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard. I mean, the packaging to me is beautiful. Not gonna lie, it has a pump. Now, before I get into the actual review, I will let you know that one, it's super hard to find a match for me with this foundation. Christian Dior usually does the undertones by the last number of the foundation, so like zero, like ending in 0 is a neutral foundation, and then like ending in 1 is yellow undertone. I'm a yellow undertone, but the darker foundation than this one that ended in 1 was too dark for me, so I had to, like, this to me is a perfect color match if I were a pink undertone. But unfortunately, I couldn't find one that had a yellow undertone that really matched my skin tone. And right now I'm like a W7-ish in L'Oreal True Match. So if you're yellow undertone and that's your color right about now, you might have to stick with the 040. However, this is like my winter kind of skin tone right now, so I think that it'll work for me if I use like a yellow colored, maybe like a yellow undertone colored powder to set it. Hey guys, so this is me with the rest of my makeup on. I kept it very nude. I have a full day of work ahead of me. Right now it's 8:43, and I just showed you my screen. I meant to say, right now it's 8:43, and I have like a full day ahead of me. So I will let you guys know how it fares out. The application was very different. I feel like it's soaked in the foundation, which is a little bit new for me. It is very, very dewy. I've noticed that. I'm not used to this, but as you can see, very lumiere, as it says. I don't know. We'll see how it holds up. Hey guys, so it is now 7:05. Oil slick. Like, I have not touched up once all day. And you can see in the demo that I only put primer in my T-zone, like here, 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 and like around my mouth area. And I mean, can we just focus right now? I'm glistening, 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 glistening. Super oily. Now, again, have not touched up at all. So I will show you what it looks like when I blot and all that jazz. Because I will be showing you also, sorry, I'm just trying to take out my blotting sheets. I will also show you if it builds up, because you can see it kind of dissipated a little bit in the areas I wanted to cover my blemishes. So like this kind of dissipated a little bit underneath my eye, and like right here, the redness around my blemish is easily visible. So this is my Bobbi Brown matting sheets. I mean, can we focus? Can we focus? And I'm not even that, I don't, well, it was kind of humid today. It's humid, rainy, and gross. So taking out all this oil from the day, full blown 4 sheets right here. Again, didn't touch up all day. Now I'm going to use the Beauty Blender to reapply some spots, just to have a little bit more coverage. And I'm using 1 pump for that. Now let me go ahead and set this. I'm using the Bareminerals Touch Up Veil Broad Spectrum in Translucent. Let's see if I could calm this down just a little bit. Alright, so this is me blotted, touched up, put some more on. You can see that the coverage, you know, definitely does not feel cakey at all. That's one thing about this foundation that I really do like. It doesn't feel cakey at all. I don't feel like I have anything on. It does feel like skin. I'm going to check back with you in an hour or so, you know, towards the complete end of my day, to let you know how it fared up. And I'll give you my final thoughts on that. Now, right off the bat, you can already tell that I'm super oily. Like, I have oily combo skin usually, meaning that it's like more oily in the summer, and then like in the colder months it's more dry, like I start to flake. So I did hear some rumors that this wasn't good for oily skinned folks, but I still bit the bullet. I wanted to try it because it's supposed to be like the best foundation of life. So I do agree with that on some points. Now, right off the bat again, for the oily skin people, this does nothing for your oil production. Nothing whatsoever. Like I used, you can see in the video, I used like 4 blotting sheets to take off the oil from the day. Now I did not touch up at all during the day because I wanted you to see how much oil like produced while I was wearing this foundation. Something like the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation keeps me matte for like 6 hours straight. First of all, there's no matte with this. This is a very luminous foundation. So if you are oily and you want that dewy skinned look, yes, I would recommend this because it's kind of hard to get that with matte foundations. But at the same time, you will have to touch up every couple of hours. You will have to use a primer, you will have to use a setting spray, and you will have to use a translucent powder. Like there's no getting around it, at least for me, and I'm not even that oily right now because it's, again, the drier months. So imagine someone who's even oilier than I am would have a hard time not looking like an oil slick throughout the day. Now, the best part about this foundation, yes, it is very long lasting. However, it doesn't really do well with red areas, blemishes, like rosacea. I don't consider this a full coverage foundation. One, because I think the reason why it's so amazing is that it looks like skin. Like it does, I do really feel like my skin comes through this foundation, which makes it beautiful. Great for filming, great for photos. If you were more normal to dry, to like the drier side of oily combo skinned, I went ahead and built it up and added a little bit more makeup so you guys can see how it held up. This to me looks exactly the same. And so does this and so does that as it did this morning. Like the coverage is there. It was just this area that dissipated. Again, so buildable, you can get it to full coverage, but it will not look like a full coverage foundation. I think your skin will look beautiful as it comes through. But I think this is something that I would appreciate when I'm super dry and like flaky and stuff like that. But to me, I think it is worth the money if you're super dry, normal skinned, or on the drier side of the oily combo. If you're super oily, like more oily than me, oilier, I can't even deal with myself right now, more oily than me, no. Unless you're okay with blotting your face every 30 minutes, I don't think you'll be comfortable with this foundation. In terms of application, I think to me a brush would give you a little bit more of a fuller coverage. So I would use like a flat top kabuki, like something like this. This is the Bdellium Tools 957. I would use this for more coverage, but I ended up using my beauty blender for a more sheer natural coverage since I was going to work. I wasn't really trying to do like a full coverage today, but the color match for me was a little off. You can't really tell on camera, but in person this just looks pink versus yellow, which is my undertone. So there's 2 different undertones to me, and you know, with the naked eye. So I know you probably can't see it on camera, but it is. It's a pretty big difference. Like, and usually I drag my foundation down a little bit past my jawline so it can match with my neckline, but I didn't want to do that with this foundation since I was reviewing it, and I wanted you guys to see the difference in undertones. All in all, I think you should definitely pick up this foundation if, again, you are less oily than me. So anyone who's less oily than me, and you guys can see how much oil I produce in the video, like through 8 hours, if you guys look like me or less, I think this foundation is worth the $50. I think it's beautiful. It really does look like your own skin is coming through. If you're more oily than me, I would say skip it. Unless you're okay to battle it with all of your, you know, setting powders, setting sprays, primers, yada yada. It's up to you. You are a gladiator. But for a $50 price point, you're getting so much. I mean, like, there are so many foundations that just don't look like skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything at all. It's lightweight. It dries very fast. And to me, it sets beautifully. Alright, that's it for my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're interested in my eye makeup, by the way, it's in the video before this one. And it's my review on a different product. So check that out if you guys are looking for any more Christmas gifts. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!